Hey everyone, I'm going to do a quick get ready with me chit chat video, or semi-quick. I have to leave in 15 minutes. Today is the monthly luncheon that I go to, and LaPook is going to go. I'm pretty excited to see her. I haven't seen her since before Christmas. So we are going to meet there, and Stephanie's going. Stephanie is still pregnant. She's due any day, and every day we've kind of just been playing it by ear on if we'll see each other or what we're going to do. And I am so tired this morning, and I'm like, I don't even know if any amount of makeup is going to help this situation. Yeah, I'm just really tired. I didn't fall asleep until like after 3, and then when he woke up at 7, and my eyes were just like refusing to open, but I had to like pry them open and yeah, get through the morning. And then I was going to come home and lay down before I had to get ready for the luncheon, but then I ran into someone. What is that? Someone at church. And Winnie's preschool is at our church. So I'm a part of MOPS as well. And so the coordinator was there. And we started talking about some things and some planning, whatnot. So I came home. I washed my face, laid down while my moisturizer absorbed. I don't think I'm going to put anything heavy on my eyes. My eyes are so sensitive, even with the natural like loose eyeshadow. My eyes water all the time, and so it makes it hard, like especially when I'm out in public. I don't want to like have the eyeliner smeared all over the place, and I'm like, you know, who wants eyeliner smeared all over their face? But yeah, so I might leave them bare because I don't want to go to the luncheon and have black all over my face. And I've noticed that some people are not nice enough to say anything when you have makeup on your face until you go to the bathroom and you see it for yourself. Like, why not just tell me? I'd rather someone told me so I could fix it than like walk around with black all up under my eyes. So what do I want to talk about? So I'm pretty excited because the People's Choice Awards was on like last week or something. I don't know. I don't keep up with all these award shows, but it was on, and of course when I come sit over here, my phone starts going off all left and right. So the awards were on, and I was doing something, so it was on in the background. Well, Sarah Michelle Gellar won an award for like her current acting gig. And if you don't know who Sarah Michelle Gellar is, then you're probably quite a bit younger than I am. I loved her on Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and I was really excited because my husband and I started rewatching Buffy. He'd never seen it, and I watched it when it came out. And it premiered in 1997, so I was in middle school, and it ended in 2003. And she was like the big thing back then, and she ended up marrying Freddie Prinze Jr., and Freddie Prinze Jr. is, or was, one of the heartthrobs of that time. And anyways, they have 2 cute little kids. So blah 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 blah. So she was on that show. I loved that show, and I wanted to start rewatching it. And now, whenever I go to start a new show, I read the spoilers and things to make sure that it's not something that's going to upset me, because I've talked about this before. I'm just like super sensitive. But since I'd already seen Buffy and like I have good memories of it, I didn't think to, brush up on my Buffy history. And now I'm kind of like, oops, maybe I should have, because apparently I wasn't as sensitive back then. So like now when we started watching the show, and then I was like, well, wait a second, what about this or what about that? I went and I looked it up and I was like, oh man, it's not gonna end good. So we're on the 3rd season now. And so we still have a little ways to go, but it's just, you know, when things kind of suck in a show and then like a lot of times they'll get resolved, or at least you hope they do, or they'll end the way you want them to. This show definitely does not end the way most people wanted it to. And it doesn't, I don't know. I'm just kind of like, oops, I should have thought about that beforehand. So I'm trying to be strong. But anyways, back to the award show. She won an award for the show she's on now, and the Robin Williams is in it with her. So while she was up there though, she said, you know, I never got the chance to like publicly like say anything about, you know, the awesome show that I was on that gave me like all the opportunities I have, and that was Buffy the Vampire Slayer. And I was just like, I was nerding out so bad. I was like, yes, you know, like woohoo, especially because I'm rewatching it right now. Like a lot of the stuff is fresh, and I was so excited that she like gave thanks to Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and then Buffy was trending. I was like, yeah, holla. Throwback to my young days. And then I think about like all my friends who have probably never heard of Buffy the Vampire Slayer because they're younger. And not like so super young, but just they're like, what are you probably talking about, girl? So anyways, that was exciting. And it is tough, like when especially like the first season, like because 1997, like think about what shows from 1997 would be like, and I'm like, oh, okay. But since I already had a love for it, I could plug through it. I know my husband was kind of like, what is this? What is happening? But it's getting better, and like as the show goes on, it gets better. So it gets a little bit, well, I don't know if it stays cheesy, but it's a little less cheesy, you know? The effects aren't as cheesy. And, yeah, so it gets better. But you really have to plug through it, otherwise you just be like, really? Are we really watching this right now? And, I went ahead to like the last season just to see like how much the effects changed. And like I said, it does get better, but it's still, it's an older show, which, whatever. So I did go ahead in Netflix to see just like what the last season looked like, and you can tell there's a big difference. I mean, it had been on for a number of years, and special effects change. And where's my little brush thing? You know what I'm talking about, right? My brush. So yeah, we've been watching that because we were all caught up with White Collar, and I love watching shows that are a few seasons in now, just because I don't have to wait. The cliffhangers really get me, and there's a couple shows that we watch like when they come out, and one of them is Revenge. Oh my gosh, that show, you guys, is giving me anxiety. It is nuts. That show is just, that and Pretty Little Liars is just, you know, it's just intense. But especially Revenge right now is just losing its mind. I'm having a hard time with that. And Once Upon a Time, that's not coming back on until like March. So it's going on a really long break, because the last episode was in December. But White Collar is a show that we started watching this year, and we caught up with all 5 seasons. And I really like that show. Psych. That's a good show. There's a couple other shows that I want to try to start watching that a couple people on YouTube have talked about. I think Sherlock might be one of the ones I want to try. I think I talked about this before too, but I know I had thought about doing Games of Thrones, but both Brianna and Andrea were like, probably not for you. So we're talking about TV shows, guys. How fun. Yeah, so that's basically it. I wanted to share my nerding out for Buffy the Vampire Slayer. And then I guess the creator of Buffy is Joss Whedon, and he's made some like good shows that have cult followings. Some of you might know Firefly, and that show only lasted 1 season, but people love that show, and it was a good show too. I'm really surprised it only lasted 1 season. So he created that show, and then I guess after the show ended, supposedly he wasn't really ready for it to end. Where are all my brushes, guys? Where did they go? So he wrote some comics about Buffy, so I might actually read them and see where that goes. I know that they had kind of a spin-off with Angel, because Angel was a character in Buffy, and he continued to kind of play some roles. And I never did watch Angel, but I guess like you could kind of benefit from watching it. So a friend of mine sent me this link that tells you like when to watch certain episodes of Angel, because then it kind of coincides with Buffy. So that's kind of cool. I'll give it a shot. I'll try it out. So this is my really crazy, weird, sporadic get ready with me video. My brushy brush, need to get out the door, talk about TV, all kinds of stuff. Liking this blush and bronzer. It's from the Too Faced Natural palette. And I had the palette for a little while and I just started using it, but I'm really liking it. The blush is like a nice glowy, and the bronzer is nice too. So alright, I'm going to put some lip stuff on, but it's in my purse. Or here, I'll put this on for now, so I don't look so, there we go, lipless. Brianna had done, was whistling that in one of her recent videos. And it's like a circus, song, but in Madagascar 3, one of the characters goes like dun 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 dun, dun circus dun 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 dun, dun afro circus, polka dot afro. Okay, I'm spazzing.